Cambly'nin yeni bir uygulaması var arkadaşlar. Şu anda normal conversation dışında courses bölümü eklediler Cambly'ye ve courses bölümünde çeşitli dersleri kursiyerler ile daha doğrusu öğretmenler ile uygulayabiliyorsunuz. Burada Cambly'nin bu yeni uygulamasını yapmak için öncelikle hangi eğitmenle çalışacağınızdan ziyade önce bir kursları incelemenizi öneririm. Yukarıdaki menüde Tutors'un yanında Courses diye bir kısım var. Oraya girip oradan inceleme yapabiliyorsunuz. Dolayısıyla şimdi oraya bir tıklayıp size göstermek istiyorum. Evet. Gördüğünüz gibi Courses kısmında çeşitli kurslar var. Bu kurslardan herhangi bir tanesini, yalnızca bir tanesini tıkladığınızda kursa kaydol diyorsunuz ve sizin My Courses altında bu kurs gözüküyor. Sizin sayfanıza eklenmiş oluyor. Daha sonra istediğiniz eğitmeni incelerken, çalışmak istediğiniz eğitmenleri incelerken eğitmenlerin sayfasında aşağıda, şimdi mesela Rory'yi açacağım ben. Daha önceden Rory ile bu kursu yapmayacağı konusunda bir sayfasında görmüştüm, incelemiştim. Aşağıda şimdi göstereceğim size. Gördüğünüz gibi Rory'nin sayfasını açtım. Aşağıda gördüğünüz gibi kurslar var. Rory'ye bağlandığım zaman normal alışık olduğunuzun dışında bir pencereyle karşılaşacaksınız. Sağ tarafta yine eğitmen ve kendinizi görüyor olacaksınız. Sol tarafta da o eğitim için hazırlanan slaytları görüyor olacaksınız.
Hello.
Hello Rory, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, Kerem. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm perfect, and you?
Thank you so much. It's a little bit hot here.
Yes.
What about the place you were in right now?
Okay, so I'm from Ireland, but
Yes.
I live and work in Spain for the past 2 years.
Oh, where? Which city?
I'm in a small city called Murcia in the southeast of Spain.
Oh, southeast. So it's over 30-35 Celsius degree, I think.
Exactly.
Right now.
Yeah,
in the morning.
In the morning.
Here, in Turkey, same. Right now, I am very close to Izmir. Southwest, directly west coast of Turkey. It's around, right now, let me check my watch. 29 Celsius degree.
29, and what time of the morning is it?
10:30.
Okay, so it's going to be a hot day.
Yes, will be.
It will be. Okay, perfect. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself before we start our lesson plan?
Okay. My name is Kerem. I am 42 years old. I'm working for a multinational company as a managing director and try to distribute air condition systems all abroad Turkish market. And I am running more than 10 people under my supervision. I have graduated from industrial engineering and have a master degree about industrial engineering too. Also, before a bachelor's degree, I have associate degree about computer programming. And I have more than 18 years working experience. Worked from very huge multinational groups to very small-sized companies and several industries like production, IT infrastructure, software development, software consultancy, HVAC, heating, ventilating, and air condition sales, after sales managing, several industries.
Right. And at the moment, do you sell air conditioning just within Turkey or all around the world?
Actually, in Turkey, for Turkish market, but also I have some territory. I have a territory including some neighborhood countries like Azerbaijan, Iraq, Syria, Iran, and Georgia, generally eastern part of Turkey, and some small countries in Balkans like Macedonia.
Right. So then for today's lesson plan that you have chosen is phone conversations in English.
Yes.
Is this something that you would face regularly within your department, within your job?
Actually, yes. I'm using English a lot because it's a multinational company, and my company's headquarters based in Athens. It's a Greek company. And for example, tonight at 9 p.m., I have a meeting with my CEO.
Right. Okay.
So I choose the course Business English, and I will like to continue with you all these lessons. And the first lessons is, I think, about phone conversation today.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at phone conversation today. There are 21 slides. We may or may not get the lesson completed today, but if not, we can continue tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
These lessons are basically, Kerem, they're new for Cambly. They're very good in that they're easy to follow, and you can choose the topic that is of interest to you. For example, today we're going to look at phone conversations. And we basically work through them dealing with related words, idioms, and a bit of role play. Okay?
Okay.
I will try to give you some correction where it's necessary, but occasionally we'll sort of veer off the slide and have some conversation to do with the slide, if that's okay.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, because they're supposed to improve your fluency and help with your comprehension, okay? So
Thank you.
let's take a look. We'll start with slide number 1. Okay, so this is the overview. There are 5 points. We're going to start with a little warm-up. Then we'll do some grammar, modal verbs. And modal verbs are just verbs that help explain things. They're added to other verbs, okay?
Okay.
We'll look at
like must, has to, have to, might,
exactly.
Probability verbs.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You're already there. And vocabulary and discussion, phone conversations, conference calls, obstacles and challenges to do with those calls. And then towards the end, a bit of role play and extra activities. Okay? If you have any questions at all, stop me.
Okay. I don't hesitate.
Okay. Can you read the slide number 2 for me, please, Kerem?
Okay. Describe the last business phone call you made in English. Try to mention who did you call, what was the call about, how did it go? Okay. Let's think about it. I had a phone conversation with my accountant director from Greece, and she had a problem with our bank in Turkey. She had a problem to reach bank accounts from internet. So we discussed about the procedures of the bank. She demanded me to help her to call the bank to organize this connection problem. But then after this phone call, I called the bank, and bank informed me that they cannot do anything to fix it. The owner of the company should have to come to Turkey and give signature. So I called the accountant director again and discussed about these issues. I explained her that the owner of the company must come to Turkey to sign some papers to reopen our internet access. And she told me that's impossible and try to find another solution. I suggested her that they can do some operations without internet access. They can prepare official bank notices, bank statements, what they would like to do. For example, transfer money from our bank account to someone. And they just can write down an official statement, and the owner of the company can sign. Then they can scan this statement and send to the bank with email. So the bank will make the operations manually. Right. I explained her, and she also would like to learn some includings in the account and some transactions. Okay, I informed her that she can also ask this to our bank with an official statement with a signature. I prepared a Turkish letter for her, a letter like it's A4, Turkish statement, signature point, and the translation, English translation to understand, and send her via email during our phone call. She checked and take them to owner of the company, and he signed the papers. Then they sent these letters to bank, and they did their operations.
Okay, and were you satisfied and happy with the phone conversation and with the outcome?
Yes, actually, these kind of basic operations, my English is enough, I think, and I explained whatever I wanted to her, and the main problem is trying to understand her because of the accent differences. She is not a native speaker. She's a Greek lady, and she speaks with a Greek accent, so it is not so easy to understand her English level. But we communicated each other. But if I have a chance, not for this phone call, always, I prefer writing emails or writing WhatsApp messages would be better for communication, because you could have chance to find the dictionary to check some vocabularies which you don't understand, or the sentence, because today we have several translation softwares you can use to understand the exact meaning. But for some rapid operations, you have to speak on phone and try to understand. Obviously, that's why I choose this course to develop my business English, either on phone or face-to-face.
Okay, perfect.
So I apply for your help.
No problem. Well, let's see what slide 3 tells us. Okay, so these are some vocabulary to do typically with phone conversations. Okay, do you want to read them for me?
Okay. Busy signal, a sound indicating that a telephone line is in use. Okay, I know it. Conference call, a phone call in which someone talks to several people at the same time. Yes, tonight I will have a conference call because I have another colleague from Turkey running the other business of the company. We have also smartphone and tablet PC business in our brand, and air condition business. I'm the manager of the air condition section, and he is the manager of mobile phone and tablet technology section. So we both connect this conference call together to talk to our CEO.
Right.
Okay. Line, a telephone connection. Okay, it's the media. Voicemail, a system in which callers can leave recorded message for you over the phone. We called it in Turkey telesecretary.
It makes it it says what it does.
Yes, telesecretary. Okay. On hold, waiting to be connected while making a telephone call. Okay, it's I think, something I don't use so much. Okay, holding someone on the other line. To transfer, moving a call from one person to another. Okay, it's a little bit phone station operations, transferring phones. To clarify, to make clearer or easier to understand. Okay, simplify. To interrupt, to ask questions or say things while another person is speaking. Okay. And the best word is for this interruption, excuse me. Excuse me. I need to cut off your speaking.
The polite way to do it. Exactly. Yes. So you understand all of those words and you're happy with the meanings?
Yes. Perfect. Yes, crystal clear.
Slide number 4. Okay. Idioms. Okay. They review the pronunciation
idioms?
And use them.
In your Irish accent, idioms, you call it.
Just because of my Irish accent, but actually the way you pronounce it is the way the English and mostly pronounce it. So there's a slight difference in the Irish English, the same way there is in American English or London English.
I think in American English, they call it idioms.
Idioms, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay,
So
idioms. Review the pronunciation and use of these items. Okay. To play phone tag. Oh, what is it?
okay.
To engage in a series of telephone calls with another person in which each time one party calls, the other is not available to answer. Example, we have been playing a bit of phone tag today, huh?
Yeah. For example, if I was trying to contact you on your mobile, but every time I call, you're not answering, you're busy.
Okay.
But you've seen the missed calls and you return the calls, but when you call me, I'm busy.
Okay, I understand very clearly. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so today
it's something like table tennis, but we cannot touch each other.
Exactly.
Okay. Do we have an idiom in Turkish? Let me think. No, we just call it phone traffic.
Phone traffic? Right.
Yes. Okay, to get a hold of someone, to communicate with someone, usually by phone. Example, I'm trying to get a hold of Mr. Johnson. Okay, keeping busy. It's a little bit. Talking to someone several times by phone.
Yep. So to get a hold of someone is basically, I'm trying to contact you. And literally the process of dialing your number into my phone. And if I was to say to someone, what am I doing? I'm trying to get a hold of Kerem. I'm trying to get a hold of you, trying to speak with you.
Okay. Can you reach or not? Can you manage?
Sorry?
Can you manage to hold or not?
Oh, yes, it's actually just, it doesn't actually matter if I do or I don't. It's the process. So it's someone asks you, what are you doing? I'm trying to get a hold of Kerem. One moment. Okay. And obviously, if I do, I have got a hold of you. If I don't, I haven't got a hold of you.
Okay. It's not easy for me to remember this idiom. Okay.
To get a hold of someone.
To keep someone posted. To keep someone updated on the most current information. Example, keep me posted on your progress. Okay. We generally use also in English update.
Exactly. Update.
Keep me posted. Update me, please, or let me know the last updates.
Yeah. For example, tonight's conference call is a form of updating your CEO, no?
Actually, it's about, it's not a phone call. It will be a fight. Huge fight. Yes.
Dare I ask?
No, this time I will be the Muhammad Ali side.
It sounds interesting. So you should video it.
I don't know if he pick up the phone.
Really? Oh, yes. You don't know? Okay. Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Are you happy to move on, or have you any questions?
Okay, let's continue.
Perfect.
Let's continue.
Slide number 5. Now you have to match the words on the left with the words on the right.
Okay. Okay. Match. Clarify. So it should be, I think, clear up.
To clarify is to clear up. Yes.
Okay. Keep someone posted. Keep someone posted. F, update. To update someone.
Exactly.
Interrupt. It's a cutoff. Should be. And transfer. I think pass on.
Pass on. Exactly.
Yes. Because explain. Clarify also could be explain.
Yeah. Exactly.
And acknowledge. What's the real meaning of acknowledge?
To if you tell me something and I take your advice on board, I've acknowledged your advice. So it's basically an instruction, if you like. Okay, you tell me something, I take note of it. I've acknowledged what you've told me.
Okay. So keeping informed.
Exactly.
So keep someone posted.
It's also bit, exactly.
Sort of acknowledge.
Yeah,
okay.
That's exactly it. To be acknowledged. Continue. Slide number 6. Okay, model verbs.
Grammar review, model verbs. Model verbs are used with other verbs to add more meaning. Model verbs serve many purposes, including possibility, probability, ability, permission, necessity requests. Okay. Okay, necessity. Necessity means also obligation.
That's right. Yes.
Okay. Possibility. They may call us for more details. The client might return my call. Okay, I know very well these models. So it's a possibility, but not so high.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
It's a possibility.
Probability and possibility, same, I think.
More or less, yeah. But probability is in the fact that they probably should, they must. Okay, it's a little higher. Okay,
little higher. Okay, the video conference should be over any minute now. This should is not, I think, probability. It's, I think, like necessity.
Yeah, exactly.
Necessity. Suggestion.
It's a suggestion.
We should finish it.
Sure.
Okay. They didn't pick up. They must be away from the phone. Okay, this is must, but this is not an obligation. This is a gesture. This is a forecast.
That's exactly it. Okay. Yes. And actually there where you see the video conference should be over any minute now. Sometimes you might hear the word, let's wrap it up. Okay. To wrap up is to finish. Okay. Let's finish it there. Let's wrap it up. Okay.
Okay. Ability, she can speak 3 languages. Okay. She's capable of. Our boss could schedule a conference call. This is, I think, not ability. This is also a possibility.
Possibility or probability. Yes.
Yes. He could schedule. He could.
Yeah.
He is capable of, and also a probability he will demand it.
Yeah. So
okay. Permission. May I ask who is calling? Okay. Asking questions for permission. Could we postpone the meeting? Okay. Or do you mind?
Exactly.
If I do something, blah, blah. Okay. Necessity. You must call them back right away. You have to. Okay.
Exactly.
They had to leave early. Okay. What's the difference between have to and must? Which is stronger?
You must in this. You must call them back. So if your CEO leaves a message that Kerem has to ring him within 2 minutes, I suggest you do that because he's your boss. So you must call him back. There can be no doubt. You have to call your boss back.
Okay. What about have to?
They had to. They had to leave early. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't have. But they have. You know, maybe it wasn't an emergency, but they have. So must in this case is a stronger word.
Okay. What about in general?
I must go to the doctor. They had to go to the doctor. Well, if I must go to the doctor, it's probably because there's something badly wrong with me. I had to go to the doctor. Maybe it was simply because it was my 12-month checkup. Okay.
So must is stronger.
For me, must is stronger. Okay. It leaves no uncertainty. Must, you have to do it.
Okay. Requests. Will you take my message while I'm gone? Okay. Would you get his phone number for me, please? Okay.
So, for instance, do you work with, have you a secretary or a personal assistant?
No.
Okay. So some of these things would only apply if you had.
A good manager follow everything by himself.
A good manager follows him. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, opposite of general knowledge, 70% of huge CEOs do their own operations.
Right.
People always think something like that. A huge company CEO never spend time on operations. No, 70%. It's in statistics, and it's a well-known statistics. Even very huge company CEO, you have to do some of your own operations. You have to take your own notes. You have to, because some notes, some informations should be only seen by you. Even you cannot let someone to see or someone to control.
Right. So you deal directly with them.
Yes, you are running $1 million company, and you cannot let someone just earning $5,000 per month to have control. You shouldn't
sensitive information.
Not sensitive. You shouldn't take these risks.
Right. I understand. So
Okay,
therefore,
this is
Kerem,
important.
what part of the what's your average working hours of a day? Just your average? Is it 12 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours?
In a regular condition, not right now, because we are under COVID situation right now, and my company was very slow down, almost stopped. So right now I am at home. But in a regular working day, more than 12, 13 hours.
12, 13 hours.
13 hours. But in a senior level, you cannot separate your working hours from your lifetime. It should be an harmony. It should be balanced. Okay. For example, at home, during the dinner with my wife and my son, if I don't talk with them on an important issue, I always think about something about business in my brain. And sometimes I memorize something and go inside to take some notes, not to forget, or call someone to remind something and turn back to my dinner table. Even if it's for example, at 11 p.m., while watching a movie with my wife on Netflix, for example, between somewhere I remember something and pause it and go inside, take notes, or call someone. Sometimes talk 3-4 hours, then come back to the living room at 3 a.m. to continue the movie. So actually, physically 13-14 hours, but in senior level you have to work 24 hours, 7 days. Your brain should always work.
Focus on that.
Unfortunately, it's not a good thing, I know, because it's stealing my life, it's stealing my time. But this is the pay you have to pay.
The price you have to pay.
Yes. Unfortunately, because life is very fast and business is running. In here, it's 11 p.m. in the night, but it's in the morning in China, and it's in the afternoon in United States. And if you are working in a multinational company, you have to talk people from these countries. Even you don't talk with someone, you have to follow some news.
Yes. Yeah. So if I know you're doing it 24 hours a day, but physically 13 hours.
14 hours.
Would you say how many hours a day you actually spend on your mobile phone or in some communication?
Actually, I'm so lucky because I hate speaking on the phone.
Right. So
I spend maximum 2 hours per day, maximum.
2 hours per day.
But for business, 1.5 hours. For private, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Just to inform, for example, my wife, I'm on my way to home, or do you want something from the supermarket? Something like that. Even we were just engaged before marriage. We didn't speak a lot. Today's generation, I saw on TV or some of my friends spend so much time on the phone, and they actually don't speak anything. when you simplify their baselines, it just takes 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
but they just making the phone busy 2-3 hours with their lovers. I don't know why, but I'm not a kind of guy like that. Even I speak, for example, every day I speak with my mom, but just 5-10 minutes maximum. Yeah. How are you? I'm fine. What's your health condition? It's okay. What do you do today? What's the weather condition? That's all. Okay, tell my daddy hello. Speak with him also 2-3 minutes. That's all. 10 minutes maximum.
Perfect.
And for business also, I don't want to speak a lot on the phone.
Yeah. So that's okay.
Because I'm an operation guy. I like to acting something. I don't want to speak a lot. Okay, let's speak. Make decisions. Okay, continue. Move on. Fast.
Oh, it's progress.
Yes. Speaking is not adding values to your process. Right. Brainstorming, okay, but you can have brainstorming without speaking. Yeah. You can think with your brain. You can share it with your group, with your team. You can collect feedbacks in 5-10 minutes. then continue thinking. When you find another solution, okay. Sometimes in meetings or some meetings on the phone, yes, you can think loudly, but it's very specific.
Yeah, I understand.
So
okay,
I
have
don't spend so much time.
1.5 minutes left, so let's take a quick look at slide number 7.
Okay, grammar practice, modal verbs. Okay. We often use modal verbs to ask questions when on the phone, especially when making requests. Practice creating questions you might ask over the phone using the phrases below. Okay. Oh, sorry.
No problem.
Take a message, leave a message, repeat that. How may I help you? Can I take a message? These are examples. Okay. Do you want me to build a sentence, sample sentence?
That's exactly what I want you to do.
Okay.
Exactly.
Would you take a message for me? Or
could you take a message?
Who would leave a message for me? Do you know who will leave a message for me? Something left, not leave. Should be past.
That's right. So who left a message for me?
For me. Could you repeat that, please, for me?
Perfect.
I don't understand. Can you tell me who is calling right now? Or
can you tell me who's calling, please?
Yes.
May I ask who's speaking, please?
Yes. May I hold you, please?
Exactly. Camera, we're going to have to leave it to there today, my friend. I'll take a note of the slide
continue.
And we continue, okay?
Same time, tomorrow.
Same time, and good luck with your conference call tonight.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I will inform you.
Take care. Bye-bye.